Hey guys, Born to Lose here. Today we're going to be showing you how to make quick Tinders, basically out of household items. Now a lot of people, they like, there are all sorts of different quick Tinders on the markets and fire starters. They all work really good, there are a lot of good ones out there, but if you're on a budget and you want to just make some in your house, this is the way to go. And I got to be honest with you, when you see this, I mean, they're just as good as anything else. I've gotten these things to burn for like 7 minutes. So if you can't start a fire in 7 minutes, you probably shouldn't be out in the woods trying to start a fire. Anyway, so basically, we're going to be using just simple cotton balls and regular old petroleum jelly, Vaseline, but as it's known to many, but any petroleum jelly will do. Once we get this going, we're going to do a test to show you how it's ignited. I'm just going to be using a simple flint, and I'll be using my survival knife, probably the Rat or the Gerber Trident, to strike the flint, create a spark, and light our quick tinder. So I'm just going to show you here how to make the quick tinder first. It's very simple. I use super jumbo cotton balls, but really any will do. I just figured, there's more cotton ball here. Longer burn time, maybe easier to ignite. So you just take your cotton ball, take your petroleum jelly. It's kind of hard because I'm trying to do it around the camera, and basically you want to spread out the cotton ball just a little. I mean, don't completely shred it, but just knead it out a little bit, just like that, to open it up a bit, and then get a good amount of that petroleum jelly and start working it into the cotton ball. You want to put a lot on here. Now, it doesn't have to be super saturated, but enough where it's going to burn a long time. And your fuel is the petroleum jelly. So the amount of petroleum jelly that's on here is going to dictate how long it's going to burn. As you do it, you can keep re-kneading it to the dry parts and adding more petroleum jelly, like so. And keep in mind, I mean, this stuff is not easy to put out. If it's pouring, it'll go out. But if you've got, a minor shower or a little drizzle going on, your quick tinder will stay lit to get that fire going, which is great about petroleum jelly. Also, if you keep these in your bug out bag, your backpack, your hiking pack, these are gonna stay, as long as you keep them like a Ziploc bag, these are gonna stay good for a long time. Petroleum jelly does not dry out easily, so if it's kept in a Ziploc bag, which is pretty much airtight, you let out most of the air of the Ziploc bag, they're gonna stay a long time and still light. And actually, when they're a little tiny bit dried out, it's actually better because it's easier to spark it and ignite it. You do want a little bit of dry in there to get your spark to ignite your quick tinder. So once you got a good amount of this stuff on here, what you can do is you can kind of knead it into a neat ball, maybe a little bigger than the size of a grape, and just keep working it around until you've got it into the right shape. And there you go. I mean, that's pretty much going to do it. So that's about the size you want. That's about the amount of jelly I like to put on there to keep it going for a good amount of time. So we're going to come back and we're going to do a ignition test on this using the flint. Okay guys, so we've got our cotton ball here with the petroleum jelly on it. Now we're going to try and light it with our flint. As you can see, I'm using the Rat RC5 survival knife today. And what I've done is spread this out a little bit so there's a little more surface area. This is my striking flint. I'm going to try and do this with the camera tripod in the way. It might be a little tricky. But the surface area is easier to ignite and will help it burn when you have it spread out like that. That's why I did that. So we're going to go ahead here and try and get a good spark to catch. You want to keep it kind of close to the tinder. This is a little tricky. Couple more tries here. There we go. We got a good ignition on that. And now you can see it started to burn. That's going to eat up right through that petroleum jelly, and that's what's going to keep it burning for quite a while. We got a little smoke going on here. But you should get, a good 6-7 minutes out of that once it's ignited, which is plenty of time to add your smaller kindling and then slowly feed the fire from there, You're going to add probably pencil-sized sticks once that's ignited, you can start laying on your branches, and you can go a little further and then start laying on your bigger tinder, and finally, stuff that's really going to feed the fire, your wood and your larger logs. So as you can see, works very well. It's burning at a good rate here, and no sign of it finishing anytime soon. And I didn't really coat a lot of petroleum jelly on here, so this is just a great alternative to other quick tinders that are on the market, something you could just make yourself. And that's how to make a quick tinder using a cotton ball and petroleum jelly. Good fire starter.